IKEA Plaza assembly. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Clueless Dad. Today we're going to put together some Plaza metal shelving units from IKEA. These are available here in Hong Kong. I know they're available in the UK, but some markets don't have them, like the US I think doesn't have it. It's kind of a mid-range, very simple metal shelves unit. It's a little bit similar to the Ravaror, which is kind of a mobile shelving unit, but these ones can be put into like big dresser assemblies and lots of other, because it's a system, lots of other configurations. I'm just getting the simple ones with some separate legs to put them on the floor as just shelves, and I actually got 3 of them because they can also interlock. So the ones that I'm going to assemble here today are 60 centimeters wide, 180 centimeters high, that's like about this high, and 40 centimeters deep. So not super deep, but not too bad. I'm going to use these to replace the Hindo shelves that I did a video about a long time ago that are in the back of my office. I'm actually moving to a new apartment, so it'll be my new office room with these, because the Hindos were gray and they're kind of made for like patios and stuff. So yeah, it's not the prettiest one, and I was doing a lot of filming in front of them. I was just like, let me get something better. So anyway, long story short, here we are with these nice metal white ones. Let's see how they look. To start, let's do one of them in time lapse, and then I'll put it in place and show you what that looks like and talk about it a little bit more, and then I'll do the rest off camera and show you what the whole assembly looks like. Okay, ready, 3, 2, 1, go. The price in Hong Kong is 890 Hong Kong dollars with the current inflation. That's about 113 US. I'm sure it's cheaper in other markets, but that's what we pay. Okay, just quick note on the materials here. It's actually the same kind of very thin stamped metal that they use on some of their other shelves, but this one is like a double-sided, so it's not basically just a big drum, but it is like a gong. It's painted pretty nicely too. It's not powder coated, but it looks like it is. And it's just folded metal, and you can see there's a few small weld marks, I guess here, where it's stuck together. So yeah, pretty stable, pretty strong, but still pretty lightweight. So I'm pretty pleasantly surprised. And here is the metal grill. I think these actually keep it stable. It's not just decorative. And yeah, it's the same nice white painted. The holes are pretty small, but you could probably hook things on there, or I don't know if it's metallic enough to use a refrigerator magnet on. Probably should be. So yeah, that's that part. And then here in the hardware bag you have the Allen wrench, but there's also some Phillips head screws, machine screws that you need to use a screwdriver on, and there's some pins which I think you can just use your hand on, and that's actually the plastic piece that holds the shelves up. So anyway, we'll show you once it's all together. So you want to make sure you have this thing oriented the right way when you start. So you want to get the side with the hole on the end. The other side doesn't have this hole. And then start screwing the shelves and that backing grill piece on this side, which is the one with the holes on the side. The other side doesn't have that, but both sides have these holes. These are ones that are indented and these ones aren't. So this is the one that the shelf goes. So the shelf should go. So the shelf should go like this, and that back grill goes this way, and then the other shelves will go this way. You'll figure it out one way or another. Okay, so we've got the frame down pretty easy. Only takes like maybe 15-20 minutes. Next up, you got to put the feet on, and then we put the shelves in once it's stood up. Okay, and here are our Lathe feet. They have these feet, and they have some wooden ones which are taller. I decided these would probably be better. It comes with the feet. This is plastic and metal, and then this is a metal hexagon thing, which I guess goes against the face of the thing. I guess we'll see. Anyway, so let's get this going. And it comes with the world's smallest instruction book, but also plastic wrapped. Okay, and here's the instructions. Pretty simple. Basically tells you that you can adjust them to level out the item that you're putting in a cabinet, for example. And so that tells you how to do it. Okay, anyway, let's get started. Okay, so here is the fixture for holding up the shelves. There's 4 of these per shelf, and I think there's 5 shelves. So it has a metal pin that goes in this plastic fixture. It'd be nicer if this was metal, but okay. So it goes in here, and these fingers spread apart as it pushes in, and then it clicks. And you can get it out if you pry it carefully with a screwdriver, because you probably almost definitely need to adjust the heights of your shelves from whatever you think it's going to be at the beginning to what you end up wanting to be 5 years down the road. So be careful with this, because I don't know where you're going to get another one of these. And just keep in mind that it doesn't go like this with the weight on it. This should fit into the cutouts on the shelves, and it actually hangs like this with the weight on there. So anyway, let's get going. Okay, here you go. Yeah, pretty good. I actually am quite impressed. Not just the finish and the like solidness, but even when you push in these shelves, they kind of click into place. So it's pretty easy to get it right. The hardest part, again, is like orientating the whole thing in the beginning. So just keep in mind that these grills go in the back, and there's an extra set of holes here, and that's actually to anchor to the wall. I'll skip that part, but it comes with hardware to anchor it to the wall. So especially if you live in earthquake country, you definitely should do that. If you have small kids, basically do it too. So yeah, it's a little wobbly here because I'm still on the cardboard, but I'm going to double check and tighten everything up and then put it in place and then get the other 2 in there, and it should be pretty good. One thing that's a little bit annoying, the way that these are sort of countersunk in, basically you don't know when it's all the way in. You could actually just keep cranking this, and at some point you're going to start like pulling in the metal here. So it's not exactly precision manufacturing, but yeah, it works. I can see it bowing in a little bit here because I think I did this one too much, but that's okay. So it's pretty stable. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, here we are with all 3 together. So basically 180 centimeters total. It also comes with these guys, which are clips, which should hold these together. I put one of them back here. According to the instructions, you're actually supposed to put it like this. But anyway, I'm going to stick it there just because why not? So it just kind of clips on pretty easily there, and since I've got 2, I'm going to put the other one down at the bottom. Okay, so now basically they're all one. I can make it level by adjusting the legs. It's a little bit harder obviously with all 3 together. This one shows it's a little bit tilted up, but in fact, actually the floor is the same. So I guess it's just the building. So I'm just going to leave it like this. The other more important one is the front to back. And right now it's showing it's actually leaning backwards, which is also okay. So anyway, yeah, not too bad. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Obviously the second and third one, I was pretty fast putting them together. Pretty much 20 minutes once you get it down. The trickiest part with this is actually getting the first side aligned correctly and making sure that you do it right. So you want to have that extra hole on the back here. That's where you're supposed to screw it into the wall, on the top. And if it's the top, that means that you have to have the screw holes for the legs facing down on the bottom. So if you get all that set up right, it should be fine. If you screw one up and put it in upside down, even if you have the feet on the right way, the holes won't line up. So if you have multiple, it's a problem. If you only have one, it doesn't actually matter. So anyway, just keep that in mind. Don't screw it up. And yeah, that's where you're supposed to anchor into the wall. It comes with a little plastic cap, but the screw that goes into the wall or wall board, or in my case cement, you got to provide yourself. I'm going to leave it out because I'm renting and it's a cement wall and no earthquakes here. So anyway, yeah, I think it's pretty safe. So make sure you put heavy things on the bottom. Don't put anything too heavy on the top. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with the quality. The paint didn't get scratched while I was assembling anything so far, and at least as far as I noticed. So definitely 2 thumbs up from me, and I strongly recommend this. if they sell it in your market. Okay, that's it for today. See you guys next time here on the Clueless Dad. Bye. Having this with me